regrets from a lifetime back. One bad joke in a bedroom on a borrowed Mac. She hit post, hit the ceiling, hit the brakes, hit send, and it's sorry with a shaking hand while you all hit play again. You share it like a trophy, like it makes you clean. But I've seen your search bars and the cracks in your screen. Enough is enough. You're not her judge and jury. You love your curated fury, but you scroll past real stuff. She fell, she said it, she faced it, you clip it and paste it. Yeah, she owned it. That's more than you. So what else do you want her to do? Enough is enough. You laugh at train wrecks, you cheer on worse. You'll stand a walking disaster if they quote your favorite verse. She sat on camera, eyes red, voice roar. You time-stamped every tremble, turn confession into sport. You say I just want justice, but you want a scene. You want a perfect stranger through a dirty screen. Enough is enough. You're not her judge and jury. You love your curated fury, but you scroll past real stuff. She fell, she said it, she faced it, you clip it and paste it. Yeah, she owned it. That's more than you. So what else do you want her to do? Enough is enough. Who here never messed up? Go on, raise your hand. Who never hit send on a thing you never planned? You act so stainless from behind that name, but grace is cheaper when you never take blood. Enough is enough. You're not her judge and jury. You love your curated fury, but you scroll past real stuff. She fell, she said it, she faced it, you clip it and paste it. Yeah, she owns it. That's more than you. So what else do you want her to do? Enough is enough. Yeah, enough. Enough. She's more than her worst moment. You're more than this, so own it. Enough is enough. Got a thumbnail smirk and a clickbait brain, hiding in a box with a username. Pixel perfect takes on everybody's face, but you won't show yours, you just play it safe. You're pausing every frame like a referee, calling out flaws like you got a degree. But if always wrong was a PhD, you'd graduate twice, yeah. Some are crappy. Oh, Tim thinks he knows it all, speaks like a genius, trips on every thought, big loud mouth, tiny little eye. You got a lot to say, you're never right. Hey, Tim, can you hear that sound? That's the whole chat skipping when you come around. High on your ego, low watch time. You're so smart in your own mind. Every other word is actually till facts tap you out like a referee. You monologue long, but I'm fast asleep. You could bore a rock, that's a special feat. You rate someone's hair, someone's weight, someone's skin. Got a million notes on the shape they're in. Funny how the loudest guy on the stream is scared of his own face on the screen. Oh, Tim thinks he knows it all, speaks like a genius, trips on in your own mind. You say, listen up, then you lose the plot. You say, here's the truth, but it's really not. You say everyone's wrong from your little cave. Can't take the light that you love to throw in their face. Oh, pretend, thinks he knows it all. Speaks like a genius, trips on every thought. Big loud mouth, tiny little lie. You got a lot to say, you're never right. Hey, pretend, can you hear that sound? That's the whole chat, skipping when you come around. High on your ego, low watch time. You're so smart in your own mind. So smart in your own mind. Hey, just a sidekick stuck in your own mind.
Hey guys, hang on one second. I forgot to open up StreamYards. Hold on. Bear with me. Oh. Just so you guys have like a picture to look at. All right. Well, 1 second. Up. All right, there we go. It's a lot more colorful. All right. So this is kind of like a part 2 from earlier. This will, just so you guys know, this will probably be my last live on Brittney. Hey D, this will be my last live on Brittney, and I'm going to explain why. I don't know. I know a lot of people are not really believing she's pregnant, and I know genuinely some people truly don't believe it. But a lot of people that don't believe it, I think are full of shit. And I personally think they're just looking for a reason to still talk about her. One thing I can tell you as a mom and as a female, you can't get this time back. You're only pregnant once. And when I say that, I'm not saying you're not pregnant multiple times. Thank you, Amber. I'm not saying you can't get pregnant multiple times, because you absolutely can. But you can only get pregnant with that baby one time. And I'm going to tell you guys a little personal story, and I think you'll understand it. And it doesn't even matter if I think this baby is doomed, because I'll say it, I do. I think Craig is a piece of shit. And I'm not a big fan of Brittney. However, Brittney can never get this time back. She can never be pregnant with this baby again. And the fact that she's a mom now for the 5th, 6th time, I would think that she would have thought not to be so stressed out or anything. But this whole pregnancy has been nothing but stress. And she's fed right into it, unfortunately. And she doesn't seem to care. But again, that's not my problem. But when I got pregnant with the twins, I basically did it by myself. And their father was like absolutely useless. But there were so many things about a pregnancy that I missed out on. And this was with twins, and it was my first child. Thank you, Bad Wolf. And it was my first child, or children, whatever. But I felt like I was robbed of having a baby. I felt like I was robbed of all the things that a new pregnant mom should have. And my friends and family, try to make up for it. But I remember thinking, like, I will never get this time again. I will never be pregnant with twins again. I will never be able to experience what it's like to have a loving husband and all this other stuff. And I really felt like I was fucking robbed of pregnancy. So then I got pregnant with Dayton. And Brad was wonderful. He really was. I'm not going to lie. He was great. And I finally got that chance to know what it was like to have that loving husband, to have that doting husband, to have a husband who's like, no, honey, sit down. I'll get it. I'll do it. And, we had the baby shower and we had everything that you were supposed to do. We got engaged and the whole nine. And it was a very happy pregnancy. But my first one, I always felt like I was robbed of it. And it was because Ron was such an asshole. But I was happy that with Dayton, at least I was able to experience what a pregnancy should be like. With Brittney, that's why I feel so like against what people are doing to her, because most of them are moms. Don't rob her of this, because she'll never be able to get it again. Having a baby, Bad Wolf, you're probably the only one that won't be able to understand that in here. But having a baby, you only have that baby once. And I don't think it's right. I was listening to Queen Bee. I don't think it's right what they're doing. Whether you think that this baby is good or bad, look, we all know this baby is doomed. That's proven. I hate to say it, but it's true. But don't rob her of her last couple of months. It doesn't matter what she says about Clue or Queen Bee or any, like, who gives a fuck? Clue can take care of herself. Queen Bee can take care of herself. They don't need somebody sticking up for them. They got this. But when I heard Queen Bee go on and on, I shouldn't even say it really wasn't the bee. It was more her people. And I happen to agree with something B. Tim said, which I could shoot myself for agreeing with him, but he was pretty on point. I just don't feel it's right for anybody to rob her of this. And now she's saying CPS was called like 7 times. I thought it was 4. Now it's up to 7. A lot of people in my last chat were saying, well, I'm surprised she didn't grift on this. Well, she did. She raised like 10 grand for an attorney. Remember? The attorney didn't do anything. Maybe it went for a baby fund. But I also don't get why Brittney has continued. Well, let me rephrase that. She probably continued the drama for money. She probably just said, oh, well, I can make money for the baby if I do drama. I do want to apologize to Brittney for accusing her of being on drugs if she was really just pregnant and not on drugs. So I will apologize. See, that's the thing. I'm not above apologizing. I'm not above like admitting I was wrong or anything like that. And I'll say it point out blank. I'm not an asshole, despite popular belief. If I'm wrong on something, yeah, I did not expect her to be pregnant. And I still have my doubt that she's on drugs, but I'm not big enough. I'm not too small to say, hey, Brittney, I apologize for blaming you on drugs if you're not and you're just pregnant. And now I understand why you were so adamant that you weren't on drugs. I'm okay with that. I don't like you anymore. I mean, it's not like all of a sudden I like you, because I don't. I think you're a pretty fucked up individual. I still don't think you're a good mom, but I'm not above admitting if I'm wrong. So I'll state that. I don't want to be a part of somebody. All right, let me rephrase that. It doesn't really matter what I say and do. Like, her life is not going to change. Her attitude is not going to change whether I'm all for it or not. I mean, what's my opinion means nothing. But for my own sanity, for my own head, for my supporters, my subscribers, I just want people to know that I think what's happening to her right now is disgusting. Being 6 months pregnant kind of puts a spin on things. And I don't understand how these so-called moms can't see that. Everyone that's coming at her is a mom. The chat in Clues was fucking vile. Now, again, I'm not going to blame Clue for that. It's not Clue's fault. But her chat was vile. Someone claimed they were going to call CPS 3 fucking times. No, allegedly she is LG. Allegedly. She's gotten prenatal care. She's on vitamins or whatnot. I believe she's getting prenatal care. I think Craig is a piece of shit, and I'm going to tell you why. How many times have we seen Brittney doing all the work? How many times have we seen Brittney get up to fix things? How many times have we heard Brittney do this, Brittney do that? Craig, she's fucking pregnant. What the hell is wrong with you, dude? Be a man. I mean, like, what the fuck? That is gross. And I just think he needs to fucking wake up. Like, she's 6 months pregnant. She's morbidly obese. What the fuck is wrong with you? Here's something I asked in Moons. And I'll tell you guys straight up, because I asked this in Moons chat. So she's due in May. She doesn't know the sex of the baby. You would know the sex of the baby at 7 months, 6 months. So I'm a little confused how she doesn't know. And then they said that, stop, get down. You want to go out? Then they said that she doesn't want to know yet. I don't believe that. So that's where I got a little skeptical on this. Hold on 1 second. I got to let the dog out. Come on. You want to go out? Bring your big bone. All right. And the reason I say that is because Brittney's had 4 boys. You're going to tell me she wouldn't want to know if she had a girl? Come on. She's going to find out the sex. Only because she's had 4 boys in a row. I don't believe that she wouldn't want to find out. I think that's where some of this skepticism comes from. I think. Yeah, I'm going to get more into Craig in a minute. So I understand the skepticism, and I understand why people are like, what the fuck? Due dates, you find out instantly. Like, they tell you, unless you're getting a C-section, they'll give you a roundabout. If you're getting a C-section, they will tell you straight up, you know, you're set to give birth on this day. If you're going natural, they'll give you an idea. Okay, you're due, let's say, May 24th. And then you'll, know. So that's where it is kind of skeptical. And I see where people are hesitant. However, if you're going to tell your mods that you're pregnant, then you would know, you would be able to tell them a due date. Personally, I believe her. I'm just putting out there the skepticism from what I can tell. I listened to her crying twice now. I listened to it when she was live, and then I just heard it again on the Hive. And I will say, she almost makes me cry because I absolutely believe her tears are real. If I'm wrong and this whole thing is one big scam, I promise you I will never think that I'm a good judge of character ever again. Just so you know. I'll shut it down. I'll be like, you know what? I am the worst judge of character. You guys were all right, and I'm an idiot. But I'm going to play some of it, Sweet Misery. So, I'm just saying. She is a high-risk pregnancy. I don't understand why she doesn't have more sonograms. Lindsay said she didn't have more sonograms. She is a high risk. But come to think of it, a lot of things make sense. As I said in Moon's chat, it's not my baby. It's not my problem. But this is what I will say. To see her pregnant and not take care of herself is infuriating. Just because, not because, oh, I love Brittney, but simply because as a mom, you have to take care of yourself when you're pregnant. And knowing that she's staying up all these crazy hours is not right. But I'll tell you what pregnancy doesn't do. Pregnancy is not going to make you fall asleep mid-sentence. It's just not going to happen. Pregnancy is not going to make you just fall asleep out of nowhere. Pregnancy doesn't do that. I don't know what does it, but pregnancy doesn't. She was saying about the baby on her lungs, that I don't believe either, because I had twins and they pushed on my rib cage. One of them, I think it was Phoenix, was constantly kicking me, kicking my ribs. She was kicking my ribs, everything. They were trying to get out. And I never sounded like that. Lots of twins, moms go through that. And a lot of them have asthma and they never sounded like that. So that excuse, I don't believe. I do think, for those of you that are skeptical, I do think there's a lot of truth mixed in with a lot of lies. I think she has told so many fucking lies that she doesn't even remember what lies she told. So now she's kind of intertwining the two. Yeah, pregnancy doesn't cause narcolepsy. That's what I'm saying. And it also doesn't cause her breathing. They do push on everything, but they don't change your breathing. Like, I've never in my life heard of a baby causing asthma or a baby causing you to sound the way she sounds. Like, the two just don't coincide. Yeah, she's going to use pregnancy for nodding off and the sound she makes. No, babies don't do that. So that's why I just think there's a lot of lies mixed in with a lot of truths. But because I do believe the truth that she's pregnant, I'm just looking at that truth. And I'm only going on that truth. Yeah, but you know what? It's not my problem for her popping out another kid. I don't live in North Carolina. I'm not paying for her child. That's on her. If I lived in North Carolina and I'm a taxpayer, yeah, I might get a little pissed off. Yeah, mine bruised my ribs too. I might get a little pissed off. But for the most part, if she brings another baby in this world on Medicaid, it's not my problem. Do I think the baby's doomed? Yeah, I do. But, and she's too old to say, oh, well, things will be different. No. She can barely take care of the one she has, let alone a new baby. And that's my personal opinion. Oh, did you really, LG? LG, you be paying for this baby. All right. So for those of you that may have missed it, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. We got a lot to uncover tonight, honestly. All right. I'm not going to play the whole live.
Go get your money off your grift. Go ahead. That queen, you're not going to get that shit from me. I know you want it. He knows QB's quitting covering Britt. Is she? Did she say that? His main source of content is, I hope people's paying attention to this that thought she was a decent person. I drink soda and I eat junk food and I don't take care of myself. No, instead, Samantha, you want to go and weaponize every bit of it.
Go and weaponize it. And make it your weapon. To make it your freaking way to go around and try to make people think I'm a bad person because I didn't want to say anything publicly about it. And you know what's so fucked up about it? You know you have a kid, Samantha. You have a child. You have anxiety. Can you imagine if somebody was trying to have your child taken from you? And then I went around and I wanted to go share private things about your kid. Imagine if I did that shit to you. No, but y'all are fucked up. No, Moon. I don't know. I don't know yet. Yeah, Lisa, that's what he's doing. He's jumping.
Now, here's another one of my issues. Craig, your pregnant girlfriend is crying on the internet Be a fucking man and stand up for her. You're about to have your third fucking child, you worthless piece of shit boyfriend. Stick up for her. Do something. Grab the fucking microphone. Like, you're such a loser. I think I'm more mad at Craig tonight than anyone.
I've been on the same bandwagon. And then they just want to sit in there. Oh, she's a liar. She'll lie to the bitter end. She's manipulative, not even using your brain. The same people who have been with me for months and who have defended me and has called out the real life shit. Y'all called it out. Narcos, you called it out. Sinner, you called it out. You said going real life and doing these things was fucked up and that it should have never happened. And then here you are doing exactly what they do to me. Exactly. And then you're going to sit there and put shit in people's heads. I drink soda and I eat junk food and I don't take care of myself and you can't support that. Do you have kids, Sinner? How dare you? How fucking dare you? And Narcos using this as a weapon, you started it. This is your big aha against me. A bunch of men shaming a woman because I didn't decide to come and tell everybody that I was pregnant. Oh, Brittney's so fucked up because she didn't want to tell a bunch of hyenas that are freaking bloodthirsty and have actively tried for the better part of since April. Actively tried with everything in them since April to have my kids ripped from my arms. And you want me to come out here and put myself and an unborn child on a chopping block and tell let me just serve it right up to you. Let me just serve it right up to you. Guess what? Congratulations. They're not done. They're not done. Julie Skolnick just had Craig served yesterday. Yeah,
my new friend Julie hasn't been in. Julie, where you at? So I asked someone what that was even about, and I guess Craig made threats to her or something, so then she had him served. Does anyone have any insight on that? Because that's all I was told.
They're not done. Oh, that's lovely. Now Nonsense is sitting there sniping me. Looking like a fucking newborn cat. You gotta love it. They can't get enough. The fucking hyena, like a damn... All I see... Oh my God. Let me stop.
Now, I'm going to say what I said earlier. It's not our fucking problem. We can't save every baby in the universe. So for anyone freaking out about this baby, it's fake. I don't believe anybody should be like, oh my God, like you can say the baby is doomed. You can say, oh, I can't believe she's bringing a baby in the world, but she already is. This isn't like a 15-year-old who is making a decision about having a baby. She's already 6 months pregnant. She's already a mother of 5. She's bringing another one into the world. There's not a fucking thing you can do about it. So you can either like cry like a bitch, or you can fucking just accept it and realize it's not your state. It's not your baby. Don't stress over it. Don't worry about it. Unless you want to raise this baby, which I'm sure you don't. Think about it.
Calm down.
Nonsense, I'm going to strike you too. Anybody that's sniping me is getting struck. Anybody who's sniping my channel, my live right now will be struck down. These people don't have an ounce of decency within them. None. Yenzer Salty says, I will admit, I got caught up in trying to prove that you were lying because I caught all the little clues, but I realized that this was personal, that you should have been able to share. No, because I wish people would just remove yourself from the drama for 5 minutes, please. For the love of God. Not everything's about a motive or an agenda. If people would actually just dig down within themselves, like if you would just take a minute, for God's sakes. 5 minutes. Take 5 fucking minutes. Take 5 minutes. No, we're fighting it. He's getting an attorney. We're fighting it, and that's all I can say. I'm not saying anything else. We're fighting it. Okay? That shit's not going to be sat on. That's all I'm saying about it. Nothing more, nothing less. But if people would just take 5 minutes and remove yourself from the drama. Just remove yourself from the drama for 5 minutes and actually put yourself in my situation, you would not tell people. You wouldn't. You wouldn't tell people. Trust me, I've thought about it.
See, but Quicksand, you bring up a good point. I don't disagree with you that she's an asshole. I don't disagree with you. But I just wish people would think there's a lot of assholes that have children and it's already done. Like, she's already 6 months pregnant. It's not like she's discussing her and Craig want to have a child. It's too late for that. It's already here. You know what I'm saying?
I've thought about it long and hard. And it does. I'm a human. I'm not somebody. I'm not a robot. I'm not sociopathic. I do have feelings. And when y'all ask me, it does bother me. That's why a lot of the times I don't even say no. I just try to dance around it. But watch what I'm telling you. This is the worst fucking thing that can happen.
And see, Amber brings up a good point. I think I'm more pro Brittney on this because of the way it came out. The way it came out was so wrong on so many fucking levels that I can't seem to get past that. Just because she was robbed of that moment. I just can't get past it. And I'll let you guys in on a secret. The night that they had the breakup, I wrote Sinner an email. The only one that I told was Marie. And I said to him, now that you see Brittney for who she really is, I think apologies are in order, because our whole demise was because Brittney fucking lied to you. That was why we had our demise. That's why we had our fight. He never wrote back. But it was after that I then found out that, that he's the one that outed her being pregnant. I thought he was joking. I did not think it was real. And she had denied it at one point. She's like, I'm not pregnant. So it's just another lie, actually. And for the love of God, Brittney, please spell your child's name correctly. Like, for this baby, please don't give him a stupid ass spelling. I beg you. Beg you. Did you guys know her son Neil is spelled Kneel? Like, what? I mean, that is just sick. It just sounds so illiterate, and I really hope that for her final baby, she gives them a proper spelling that doesn't sound completely illiterate.
This shit did not need to come out. And this is for me, this is not a bad thing. This is my blessing. And why should I have to give my blessing to...
Yes, Tony. I just found this out like a month ago. I was live when I found out. I was like, what? How is the kid's name spelled? They said, yeah, just like kneeling on your knees. I'm like, who the hell does that? Why would you spell your kid's name like that? Yeah, weird as fuck. Just totally ignorant and illiterate. That's like the people that you hear, they name their kid Anthony. Like, oh my God, really?
The internet so they can desecrate it, so they can take yet another thing in my life and corrupt it, because that's what they do. They take everything, even moments with my kids. They take everything that is even decent, and they take it and corrupt it, and they twist it, and they turn it into the most egregious thing. And that's what they're gonna do. Something that should be good. It should be a blessing. It should be something that I'm, excited for. And now it's going to be taken and corrupted.
Yeah, that's not me. She went silent for a minute.
Can't get over her. I don't know what her fucking
personal problem with me is. I have no clue. Go ahead, Samantha. Show our Discord.
And that's another thing. Craig, your wife, your girlfriend is fucking pregnant. Why aren't you out there getting a job? You can't even say that you don't have a car, because now you have a car. Why aren't you doing what you have to do for your fucking wife, girlfriend, whatever? You are disgusting. Absolutely fucking disgusting. I'm telling you, I am more disgusted with Craig right now than I am with Brittney. Knowing that she's pregnant and knowing what a disgusting piece of shit he is, I think everybody should take their anger towards him, not her. Now remember, I didn't say it would be my last video on Craig. I did say it was my last video on Brittney. May not be my last video on Craig. Craig, you're a worthless piece of shit. And you're a piece of shit father. And let me just tell you, I don't care that Dane's in here or not. Brad was a piece of shit husband. He was a good father, but he was a piece of shit boyfriend. He was a drug addict. He was an asshole psychopath. But you know what? You want to know something, Craig? That man worked harder than anybody I've ever fucking met. That man could shoot cocaine and go work on skyscrapers. He was a provider. As big of a piece of shit he was, that man knew how to provide. And he was damn good at it. You have zero fucking excuse of why you're a lazy piece of shit, Craig. You are about to have a third child. Go out there, get a fucking job, and be a real man.
Or show our mod chat so people can see I didn't do shit to you. Nothing. Other than I didn't reach back out to you when you decided to leave our chat. But you go right ahead and you put everything out. You go ahead. Shame on you. You can't just leave and do your own thing. Why can't...
Bad Wolf, I am not joking. Him and his friend used to literally fucking shoot cocaine And I'm not talking a little bit. I'm talking a lot. And they would go to work all day. They would have like a half ounce with them, and they would go to work all day, every day. You know why? He had me and 3 kids at home that he had to support. He was not going to allow his love for drugs to not provide for his family. He still provided every day. Certain things I never had to worry about. I never had to worry about food on the table, bills being paid, credit cards being paid, nothing. Not needing diapers, bottles, nothing. He was an amazing provider. So if like the biggest piece of shit I've ever known could be a great provider, so can you, Craig.
People just leave. Thank you, JP. Hold on.
Exactly right, Bedwolf. That's what men do.
Boston. But this shouldn't have been taken from me. I'm sorry, it's not right.
And I swear to you, every time I hear her say that, I have tears in my eyes. Swear to God. Because I feel that. I feel that from my first pregnancy. Because I have cried and said, that shouldn't have been taken from me, and it was. And I have tears now, I'm not joking. It just breaks my heart to hear her say that. And it's also sad that she's not having a kid with a better fucking man, because she's being robbed of having a baby, because she's having a baby with a fucking piece of shit.
Oh my God. And then you want to come in here about this stupid PA stuff. I'm so tired. Don't come. Anybody that comes into my chat telling me about Rico and the fucking PA courts, you're going to be blocked. I'm not going to acknowledge you anymore. I don't care. People do not know when to stop. I do. That's not even, that's the effed up part. I'm not over here drinking sodas and not taking care of myself. That's a complete lie that he told. I don't even drink soda anymore. I quit like 2 months ago. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't do any drugs at all. I don't do anything. Anything. Nothing. I'm fucking clean. I probably could eat better, but fucking sue me for it. Shit. I'm sorry I don't eat the way that you think I should. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. Here we go. Here we go. You're already dictating how I eat, or what I drink, or how long I stay up at night, what's right and what's wrong.
I do truly hope for her sake this kid is not born with autism or something like that, because Craig will not be able to handle it. I promise you.
I understand you not wanting to share that with YouTube. What I don't understand is anyone having an issue with that. It's none of anyone's. I don't either, Jenny. I don't get that. And then to take it and say, and use that as a aha moment. See, she's a bad person. She's a fucked up person. Really? I'm effed up because I don't want.
I don't care how much you don't like Brittney. She did not deserve that. I'm sorry. I stand by that 100%. She did not fucking deserve for that to be robbed from her, from anybody, from anyone on YouTube. I don't give a fuck who it is.
People to call.
Call agencies again? You already got nonsense over there screen sniping me. She can't even wait till I finish. No, he's not, Niecy. He is not. He's not. I don't know how you're going to sit there and try to get a protective order on somebody that you've been talking about for 8 months that
Denise, right? You and I have the same mentality when it comes to Brittney. We are eye to eye on pretty much everything. I am so glad you back me on this, because there were a couple of people I'm like, some people may not agree with me, but I am so glad we're eye to eye on this. Thank you, Holly. Seriously, it doesn't matter how much you dislike Brittney. She did not deserve to be robbed of that. Just from assholes on the internet who never even met her.
don't even talk about you. Listen, Craig has let tidbits of info out. Even then, you made the choice not to confirm it. And that was your choice, and you have that right. That was absolutely taken from you, and I'm sorry. Thank you, Jones.
Like, my feeling is, imagine this was Queen Bee or Nonsense or even Jonesin or Clue. They would imagine if they did this to her. I'm sorry, there comes a point, maybe I'm a sucker, maybe it's old age, I don't know. But there comes a point, just leave her the fuck alone. Let her have her baby in peace. Like, I heard Nonsense is freaking out and this one's freaking. Just leave her the fuck alone. I mean, these tears are real. I don't care what you say. These tears are real. This is real emotion. Have some fucking, like, an ounce of, it doesn't matter what she did in her past. It doesn't matter if you don't like her. It doesn't matter if she's an asshole. Do you not hear this emotion? It is fucking real. And if you can't see it's real, you're a fucked up individual.
No man needs to tell any females what to do with their bodies. We have doctors that monitor those things. And I have, but I'm sick of this too. I have been to the doctor multiple times. Jesus.
Lindsay, I think they're saying that because they didn't realize she was 6 months along. I get why people thought that, we got the RICO court coming up. We got this coming up. I get it. Totally get it. No, I heard Nonsense was flipping out too, Criminal. I totally get it. But now that we know she's 6 months pregnant, yeah, there's no way she's lying. And if she is, I'll never trust my gut instinct again.
Second, I had 7 children and drank soda for every pregnancy, and all 7 were born healthy. They can go somewhere else with that. The bad ones are...
Criminal, you have not watched Clue, Queen Bee. No, you're wrong.
Are the ones knowing you're pregnant and putting the extra stress on you. They don't care. These people want the worst to happen to me. And listen, I'm so sorry. I didn't. I appreciate all of y'all for your super chats. Y'all don't have to do that. I know that. I know that people, they don't like when people are upset. I'm fine, y'all, but I do appreciate everybody. That's very sweet of you. And I'm sorry I didn't say thank you. I agree, Britt. I'm glad that you took your power back. These people better stop while they're ahead and leave you alone. Well, it's just another mod. It's just another mod who sits there and wants to.
Here's my thing, though, guys. Honestly, here's my thing. I'm going to use Queen Bee's chat, for example, or even Clue's chat, for example. Because Queen Bee gets, let's say, 1,000 people in there, average video, 10,000 watchers. I know that a lot of them act like they're perfect, and a lot of them act like they can do no wrong and they have the perfect, family and the perfect pregnancy and the perfect children and so on and so forth. But I would guarantee that half of them were on drugs when they gave birth. I would say a lot of them have fucked up families, fucked up past, fucked up pregnancies, and they all try to act like they're so perfect. No, I'm sure they're not.
To sit there and take my mod chat, and there's nothing even in there, y'all. There's nothing. You'll see when she puts it out. All she's using is that I'm pregnant as her big aha moment. So she's gonna put that shit out in the universe to be like, oh,
You fan, yeah. Brittney is 6 months pregnant. Confirmed.
she's such a liar. Well, big up on you. Good up on you. How many nights have I talked?
Locked and loaded. Over half of Queen Bee's chat says they're ex-drug addicts. Ex-drug addicts don't care if they're pregnant or not. I'll be the first. Did I do drugs when I found out I was pregnant? Yeah, because I didn't know I was pregnant. Did I do drugs once or twice while I was pregnant? Yeah, I did. Why? Because I was an addict. I mean, I'm still an addict. But why? Because I was an addict. So anyone that's going to lie and say, no, I quit instantly. No, you didn't. You may have quit eventually. You may have had a baby born on drugs. But any addict, if you get pregnant while you're in active addiction, guess what? You're using while you're pregnant. You may not have used continually, but you may have slipped up. And if any addict that's honest with themselves and their recovery will admit that, yeah, maybe they did do, drugs a little while they were pregnant. Sorry, not sorry. That's a fact.
To sit and talk with you when you were having anxiety, Samantha. How many nights did I sit there and try to be a good friend and talk with you when you had anxiety about your own stuff? And then you're going to come out here and I have not even been live talking about you. How hard is it just to leave and move on? Instead, you're going in every chat where they're talking about me. And then you're going to reach out to my friends and tell them that you're coming after me legally for taking your job. You know I didn't affect your job. You know I don't do that kind of stuff. You know I don't do real life stuff. That was my problem with you and why you left to begin with. Remember, you're mad at me because I didn't chase you and I didn't ask you to come back? Why would I ask you to come back when you're accusing me of taking your job? When I would never do that. I know you have a family and children. Why would I do that to you? We don't get along always and definitely don't agree often, but I am sorry this is done. It's okay. Don't cry. Drink coffee my entire pregnancy. Go to your appointments and don't give anyone contact.
Banna, I do agree with you. However, this time she really is a victim. She was robbed of the one thing that you can never get again, and that's that Sinner outed her pregnancy, not her.
No, I'm not. I didn't even want this to be out. I didn't even want anybody to know. Listen to me.
Lacey Ann, I'm sure you will agree with me on this, but I'm going to say this one time and one time only, because it will stir up a whole nother conversation. If you were an addict, a using addict, when you got pregnant, you're going to use while you're pregnant. You can sit there and say, oh, I quit everything the day I found out I was pregnant and I never used again. That's such a small amount of people. Most people that are using are going to use at some point through the pregnancy, plain and simple. So anyone that wants to sit up there and say, oh, not me, you probably weren't an addict then. Yeah, whatever it is. I'm just saying that it drives me nuts when people try to, when an addict is not real about their, about, like, I am totally sober from any ailments that I had, like totally free of cocaine for years. And I could be honest about it. I don't have to lie about it. I don't have to try to pretend that I wasn't fucked up. I don't have to try to pretend that I didn't make mistakes while I was using. I mean, that's what addicts do. And part of my sobriety is knowing that I can honestly admit that. My kids know that. You know, my kids joke around, my twins joke around. Oh, so you did cocaine when you were pregnant with me? No wonder I have autism. It's just the way it is. Exactly, Lacey. That's like, I did coke twice when I was pregnant with the twins and like 4 times with Dayton. But I would be a liar to say, oh no, I gave it up because I love them so much. Of course I love them so much, but I was still a fucking addict. And that never changes.
Hold on.
I'm not the shitty, neglectful mama that people say I am. I'm the opposite. I'm a helicopter mama. I don't even let my kids go outside by themselves. I don't do drugs. My house doesn't have roaches. My house isn't nasty. I don't neglect my kids. Craig drinks, yeah, okay. Craig drinks, okay. How many other people in the world drink? But I'm not this person they made me out to be. And this was supposed to be something that I had for myself. Not something bad. And it just eats me alive that now I know something so beautiful is going to be corrupt. They're going to take it.
Like I said earlier, I believe her. But it's like 10 truths and 5 lies. Or 1 truth and 9 lies. She's lied so much about so many things that you just have to see past all of that to hear the truth in what she's saying. You know what I mean? That's the problem.
And they're going to corrupt it. And they're going to
Make it so bad. And I didn't want that. I didn't want that.
And this I understand. I feel bad for her. I do. Because she didn't bring it to YouTube. She just wanted this private because of the haters. If that doesn't make you wake up and say, like, fuck, let's just leave her alone. And I heard the excuse on Queen Bee's like, well, you did this and you did that. Okay, we know all that. She's a bad person. I get it. But the baby's already here. She already is 6 months pregnant. There's nothing you can do about it. We can't change it. So I'm not saying you got to support her, but let's pick on Craig. Let's go after Craig now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so tired of this shit.
And it pisses me off that this piece of shit is not saying anything. Like, loser. Be a fucking man for once in your life. Just be a fucking man, Craig. Your girlfriend is sitting here hysterical crying. Real tears. Be a fucking man. He's such a punk-ass pussy little bitch. But this is what it reminds me of, okay? If a robber robs someone's house and falls and gets hurt because he fell, he shouldn't have robbed in the first place. However, you still might feel bad for him. I mean, the guy just fucking got eaten by a dog. Even though he tried to rob the house, now he's permanently injured for life. That's kind of where we're at with this. I would feel bad that the guy got eaten by a dog, but I would still say, well, you shouldn't have robbed the house. But I still feel bad if the guy's like, got his dick bit off by a dog. That's where we're at with this. You cannot like Brittney and feel Brittney deserves the shit that she gets. Okay, fine. But also remember, if she was hiding the pregnancy, then other lies are going to fall. Other lies are going to follow.
Look at what they've done look at what they've done so far. These people think that I'm on multiple. I mean, my God, I heard at Christmas time, they accused me of going to multiple charities and scamming. Like, I've never done anything. I've never gotten special help from the government for Christmas or it.
Personally, I could be wrong, Lana. Don't hold me to this if I'm wrong. But I think the $10,000 grift was for the baby. I do. I don't think it was ever for a lawyer. I think it was a baby fund. I think she found out she was pregnant. Thank you, Bad Wolf. I think she found out she was pregnant and she kind of freaked out a little. She kind of thought that, now what? What's going to happen? And that's where I believe that $10,000 is sitting in a bank account for the baby. I just do. But
anything, not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying that's the light that they paint me in. Nonsense is over there telling people.
BJ's the type of person that will go get money from multiple agencies and scam the agencies to get the most at Christmas time, and that I'm out here.
Yeah, but she didn't start July. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right, though. It was before the baby. she would have found out from October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. So she would have got pregnant in September. Yeah, you're right. She did grift before that. I don't know then, but I don't think it was ever for an attorney. I will tell you that much. I absolutely do not think it was ever going to an attorney. Yeah, what does the baby need from Best Buy? Monitors. You can get monitors from Best Buy. No, you're right. I was thinking the lawyer fund was like October.
Under a bunch of fake accounts framing people that I don't take care of my kid. Like, just awful things that not even one of it's true. And then.
No, I didn't fart. But yeah, I'm wrong about when the fund started. But I definitely don't think it was ever going to an attorney. I don't know what she was doing with it. Christmas, I don't know. But it definitely was never going to an attorney.
I'm supposed to come out here and be like, here you go, let me serve it up to you. You know, let me put this out in the universe so y'all can just make it even far worse than what it is. And then Sinner, I thought he was my friend. Fucking stupid, man. I'm so stupid for believing that. My kids don't even go sleep over at other people's houses. I don't trust it. No, I don't even let my kids do that. Some people say it's that I'm overbearing, but I don't care. People are crazy. At least I know when they're home with me, they're safe. If you told all of YouTube, then they would have said.
And that scares the shit out of me, okay? And I'll tell you why. Keeping your kids not from going out. Hey, Jill, keeping your kids from sheltered, from being outside is fucking ridiculous. That's not protecting your kid. That is a surefire way to get your kids to hate you and go on drug sprees and gain alcoholics because you kept them sheltered your whole life. I also think that's why she's having a baby. Because I think Brittney is that type of person that she always needs someone to cuddle. You know, there are mothers that have to have a baby instead of just letting their kids grow and, you know, be kids and then go into teenagers and make mistakes and, you know, live their own life. I feel like she doesn't know how to do that. So if she has a baby, then she could take care of that little baby. It's like a sickness.
You're grifting for a new baby. You can win for those. I know. It's so damn sad because none of these people know you. They know that what they want from ex-mods that don't know anything. Well, can I just point out too, it's ex-moderators who at one point shouted to the rooftops that I'm a good mama. Samantha.
Let me just tell you guys, personal note, I never thought that a kid would bother me or like when my kids would act out. I never understood why someone would get aggravated. Like, big deal because they're my kids. Well, I just spent 36 hours with the kid I babysit for who was out of his mind half the time. I couldn't wait to get home to silence. I now understood. I wouldn't want another child. I want a grandkid, but I wouldn't want another young child. You know what I mean? Fanta, hey now, I'm 55. My youngest is graduating. Don't shun on that.
Joy, you went into the multiple chats defending me. So did you, sinner. So did you, Yvette. At one point, Yvette, you were going to go to court with me. Brittney, you concentrate on you and your kids. Don't give them any more of your time. It's not worth it. No, it's not. It's absolutely not. None of this is worth it. None of it. And I don't know how anybody can take this as a big gotcha moment. This is something that's so like, this is your nuke. This is your one up on me. This is, I got you. I'm going to take you down. You're so worried about me, Samantha Joy, right? You're so worried about me, but you want to go and cause more problems. Us mothers should be there for each other, to help each other, not to break each other down. I wish I could have one more baby. It's a blessing. F them. Do you know if it's a boy? No, not yet, Villanova. I want to, but then again, I don't. I kind of want to, I don't know. I kind of want to wait and find out, but then I kind of want to know. I don't know. But Pamela, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my Lord. I do, Joe.
Now, here's my other question. This whole time that she's crying, no, that's her. The whole time that she's crying, she doesn't have this heavy breathing. Why? I thought you said that the baby was on your ribs and that's why you have this horrible breathing. How come I don't hear it now?
I do. I do kind of hope it is a girl.
Now, when I have the video playing, I have myself on mute. Everything you hear is on her.
I really do want to. But I mean, even if it's not, if it's a little boy, I'll be happy too. I'll be grateful, regardless, as long as it's healthy. Thank you, Green Spirit. I'll tell him. I don't know. He's worried too. He feels exactly the same way I do about it. You know, I don't know. I guess I had some kind of weird fantasy in my own mind that I was going to wait until everything calmed down and then come to y'all and be like, hey, guess what? You know, but yeah, I should have known better. Things don't happen like that. I'm not afforded that privilege, but I do feel like that's something that shouldn't be robbed from another person.
And I 100% agree. But here's the thing, Brittney, you have to take care of yourself. You are 6 months pregnant. Why are you not taking care of yourself? Why are you online at 2 o'clock in the morning, at 5 o'clock in the morning? That baby needs rest. You're a high-risk pregnancy. I'm telling you this as a mom. Take care of yourself. Just because you go to a doctor doesn't mean you're taking care of yourself. The haters have nothing to say unless you give them something to say. And every single night you give them a reason to talk. Again, being pregnant doesn't make you fall asleep mid-sentence.
I don't think anybody has the right to rob somebody of that. Angela says, Yvette pushed you into things that you have ultimately caused, that have, oh, I can't even with her. She's not stopping either. I got to tell you, if I learned anything from this, it's if I'm a supporter of your channel and I leave, I'm not going to sit there for months on end try to destroy you. Summer, Nicole, I think I'm due in May, I think. May, hold on 1 minute. Chemicals. I hope you're not getting sick. I'm good. I don't want any, baby. Brittney, you should be enjoying this time with your family. Don't let them take the happiness away. No, I'll be all right. I have a July baby. Christian's my July baby, and I got to tell you, it's July is a very, very hard time. I went through that because you go through the hottest part of the year when you're like at your last couple months, and oh my God, it's so bad. It's so bad. But for me, I can take May. I can deal with that.
I was thinking the same thing. There's someone who never lets her kids out. Why are they always sick? They shouldn't be sick if you never let them out.
I had talent in May. I'm an August baby. My kids, but I noticed like I guess I'm fertile. I'm fertile myrtle during the winter months because every kid that I have is born. Who called you? Kendall. Every kid that I have is born in the summer. Every single one I have. Well, egregious. I don't like, to me it's unforgivable. I just, you're supposed to be my friend, and oh my God, I can't. I'll tell him. He was only 10. Even those of you that don't normally come in here, I do appreciate it. I'm sorry I got so upset, but I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit of a child. I just feel like I feel like that should be mine. I would not have ever done that to anybody. I don't care.
No, she said her other child was born in July. I thought the same thing.
I don't care what moderator left, how much they made me angry, what they said. I would never take that from them. I would have never done, and especially knowing Samantha, sinner, narcos, what they're doing to me. First, sinner, I've proven to you that the CPS documents, I showed you the top of a CPS document.
Brittney, if someone is your friend, you don't need to prove things. Just remember that. If someone's your friend, they're your friend regardless.
And prove to you that there's no question in your mind that I've had calls. People come to my house. I've proved it to you. I've proven my attorney shit to you. You know better than probably anybody this shit's happening. And then you're going to come and put this out in the universe. Day 2 of splitting from me, you're going to go up there and say she's pregnant and not taking care of herself. Why would you dog whistle like that? Why? You're going to have to calm down. It isn't good for the baby to go, and they are a blessing, wishing you a healthy pregnancy. Hey, Steph. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday nights. I live in fucking the most boring lifestyle. Nothing is different, and I have the same people in my household every night. If he's insinuating that Craig's not here on Fridays or something, that's not true. Craig, don't leave me. What? I can't. I cannot. Don't start lying. Don't even start lying. Gary says, Brittney, you probably got mad at me always coming in chat talking about food and making you crave. No, I just crave corn on the cob and fruit cocktail. And I know, trust me, I know corn is not good for you. It's got lots of sugar in it. Believe you me, Triggered is on my ass.
Now I'm going to say something else, which I mean wholeheartedly. Why the fuck? How can you sit there and preach, we're good Christians and this and that, and here's another baby out of wedlock? Brittney, get fucking married. Just stop preaching what a good Christian you are when you're having another baby out of wedlock.
About that every chance she gets. So Craig is there. He's allowed to leave the room. Yeah, Craig is not. Listen, if Cinder tries to come out here and tell y'all anything about my life, anything to do with my day to day, I want you to ask him for the proof, because I don't have private conversations with Sinner. Me and Sinner don't talk. I've never had a phone conversation with him. And I've never I don't talk to him about my day to day. I never.
See, this is the thing. Then how can you say he's such a good friend? You're sitting here saying you've never spoken to him, you never had a conversation with her, you never did this with him. So how can you sit there and say he was such a great friend? He wasn't a great friend then. Otherwise, you would have confided in him. You would be talking to him. You wouldn't be saying these things. Like, anyone on the internet that I consider a good friend, they don't have to question me. They don't have to wonder if I'm being real or not. They just know that I'm not going to lie to them because they're good friends. I consider them a good friend. You know, I may not have conversations with, like, I may not talk to them privately, but I speak to them every single day privately. You know what I mean? Like, someone that I would consider a good friend wouldn't have to question you. And I think that's where I have an issue with this. Because on one hand, she's saying that Sinner was such a great friend. But on the other hand, you're like, nah, I never talked to him. I never said this. I never said that. Come on.
Never have. I don't talk to men like that online, y'all. I try to be a respectful person, and you just don't put yourself in that position. That's nothing against anybody who does have guy friends. I just don't do it. Sinner and I have an email chain that's completely open, and I don't even think I really talk to him much in Discord. There's a few like, hey, I dropped the StreamYard or something like that, but like we don't. Bethany, he can't just walk away. Look at it. His numbers have tripled since he's left. People get a taste of the money and they just go nuts. Right.
I have to say, I found that comical coming from her.
You should name the baby Charlie. Charlie is pretty. I don't know. Craig's a bit of a name hog. I would be so excited if I was still young. I gotta tell you, I'm tired of having to freaking I don't know. Oh my God, this one's big. I'm happy for you. I'm so excited. I hope everyone will give you some peace and strength. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Now that there's confirmation, can I just say I knew the whole time?
Because, Bad Wolf, there's no reason to lie. I learned this from Making a Murderer days. Don't lie on the internet because you're going to get busted, period.
I knew you weren't on drugs. No, actually, now that I can say that, that was one of the things that the doctor told me. Because after like going to sleep so much, my mods were like, take your ass to the doctor. So I went for a checkup, like one of my regular checkups, and I had my doctor look at me, and they put me on albuterol. They gave me inhalers or whatever, and they told me, they were like, you're staying tired all the time because you're pregnant, and they said that basically when my asthma is getting bad, it's the baby on my freaking up and around my lungs and stuff. And I'm telling y'all, I'll have days where like I'm just gasping for air, and then the next day the baby's down low and I can breathe perfectly fine. And I'm not able to say that because, well, I don't want to tell nobody, but yes, Triggered said yes, we told her that. They did.
Now, 2 truths and a lie, I don't believe that. I just don't. Yeah, she's tired because she's pregnant, without a doubt. But pregnancy doesn't make you stop talking mid-sentence. Pregnancy doesn't make you just, fall asleep anywhere. That's not what pregnancy does, even a high-risk pregnancy. So that's a lie. The baby kicking her lungs, and she wouldn't need albuterol if it was just the baby kicking her lungs. So that's a lie. So that's where I say there's 2 truths and a lie, or a lie and two lies and a truth.
My friends were like, you go to the doctor, something, we know you're not on drugs, but something's wrong. But I don't have sleep apnea. I do not have any drug problems. I have a baby that's all over my ribs and in my lungs. And yeah, I'm sleepy all the time. I don't know. Maybe I'll be better later. Yeah, because I'm 38, it's considered geriatric. So, I mean, yeah, it's not high risk like I'm on.
Yeah, that's another good point to bring up, okay? Is Craig going to take care of the baby while she's live? But I have another thought. And if this happens, I will fucking be so mad at her. Are they going to use this baby as a internet baby? Are they going to use this baby and, like a family blog? Because I'm kind of thinking that's what's going to happen. I'm kind of thinking that they're looking at this baby as a money sign, and everything in this baby is going to be on the internet. Just call it a hunch.
A bed rest or anything like that. My blood pressure's been elevated. So let me go ahead and share all of that with y'all. I'm not having my sugar. Every time they've checked it, my sugar's been perfectly fine. I'm not having sugar problems. My blood pressure's elevated. No blood pressure problems. It is considered high risk because I'm old. I knew when you said you quit soda, something was up. I slept and puked my brains out for 9 months. Oh, let me tell you, Tara. Let me tell you. So this is kind of relieving. I can share these stories now. Ask the mods how many times I pulled over on the side of the road to throw up. For the first 2 months, you guys, I could not drive without throwing up. Every time I got in the car, every morning on the way to school, my son,
Okay, Brittany, then why didn't your loser ass boyfriend drive the kids to school? This is what I'm talking about being a man. If you, like, that's something I felt like I was robbed. When I had my twins, there was nobody there to help me. When I had Dayton, guess what? If I was sick in the morning, Brad would get the kids dressed. If I was sick in the morning, Brad would bring the twins to preschool at 6 o'clock in the morning before he had to go work a 12-hour day. That's what a man does. So if you were sick, why couldn't their father, who doesn't work, take his kids to school? I don't know how you're going to handle a baby. It's not my problem because it's not my baby. But you're getting robbed of what a real parent does. Because there's no reason why your boyfriend can't take his own kids to school. He doesn't have a job to go to.
would be like, do we have to stop for you to throw up this morning? And I'm like, yep. I'm not going to make it. I'll try to make it. Oh my goodness, Lindsay. Lindsay said I had a baby at 38. She'll be a year in April. You'll be okay. Lindsay, did you feel like the baby was on your bladder all the time? The sickness was so bad. It's finally easing up. But y'all, I threw up more than I ever have. Even though I knew or thought I knew, I never even mentioned it to you, or did I? Because it's not my business, not anyone's business. No, you never mentioned that to me at all. In my community, we have babies till 45, nose getting tubes tied. We have babies till it stops alone. You're not old. Yeah, I thought I was done. I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was done. I was high risk. I had my youngest when I was 39. And my stomach is out there. I've definitely got a baby bump. That's why I haven't been going on camera.
Brittany, nobody ever saw your belly anyway. You only see a head from the neck up. I don't get it.
Yeah, I can't believe I remember when you had your baby, Lindsay. Thank you, KDP. All right, yeah, Johnson, it's your turn now. You're not too old. I'll share it, Yehuda. I'll maybe go.
But Wolf, if the kids had to be at preschool at 6 and I was sick as a dog, you would call work and say, look, I'll be a little late. I got to get my kids to preschool.
Maybe go on camera tonight when I go live and I'll show y'all. It's out there. I'm telling you.
Actually, the conversation went, yo, the old lady is puking her head up. I got to get the kids to preschool. I'll be in a little late. That's how the conversation went.
There's no denying. If you saw me, if you saw me, I couldn't deny it. It was so funny because I hope Kelsey doesn't get mad at me for saying this, but Kelsey came to me one day and she was like, Brittney, if you don't stop talking about food on your channel and you don't stop talking about corn and and craving fruit cocktail, you're saying that you weren't snorting those lines? No, God, no. I'd have been arrested by now, or my kids would have been taken. I mean, at some point, people have to use common sense. They have to. Please, for the love of God, use your common sense. Can I please be an internet granny?
I don't care if you're pregnant. Stop eating on a fucking live stream.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be lots of cyber aunties and share my life with y'all, especially the people that come to my channel and support me every single night that's here. People like Yehuda, Brenda, Banjo. I ain't even gonna start naming names because then I forget people. Y'all know who you are. Know that I am the most proud mama walking this planet. And it kills me that I can't come out here and share that shit with y'all. Shayna. And it's only been a couple years ago that I gave it all away. Foaming at the mouth and tapping their fingernails on the desk, waiting for the moment. But yeah, this right here makes me feel a little better. It's nice to see. I appreciate all of you. I do. Thank you. Who knows says congratulations. Thank you so much. She is. That's actually true. His cousin is having a girl, but let me tell you something. He wanted to shout it to the rooftops and tell everybody in the beginning, and I had to sit down and tell him and have a talk. I know, right? I'm going to be 60 doing school drop-off. I had to sit down and have a talk with him and then just explain to him, like, I want to tell everybody too. You don't think I'm proud of my baby? Like, that's, I don't see that as a curse. And I mean, if you really look at things, we own our own home. We don't rely on family to take care of us. We have the room.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brittney. You mean you're an adult? You mean you're almost 40 years old? That's most people.
So it's not like we're two people getting pregnant homeless. You know what I mean? Like, no. God obviously meant for me to have another baby. And that's a blessing. And I'm going to cherish that and love him or her. And it just eats. I do not want anybody to ruin that for any of us.
I don't care what anyone says. You can't raise a baby on love. Love does not pay bills. Love does not put a roof over your head. Love does not buy a crib. Love does not pay for college. I love my kids to death, but you know what? Without money, it doesn't fucking matter how much I love them.
It's not fair. And I can't believe some of the people that have actively tried to weaponize that. Like, I'm shocked. Like, I know how some of y'all feel about Justin. And I understand it. And I know you have your reasons why you feel the way you do about him. But I got to be honest with you. The fact that he took that and weaponized that against me, I guess I'm naive, because I was beside myself. I couldn't believe that he did that. I honestly, like, I never thought Justin would do that to me, ever, or anybody.
Now, this is where she drives me nuts. Brittney, take some responsibility. Not everything is everybody else's fault. You have accountability in this. You have accountability of why Justin did what he did, why Sinner is an asshole. Like, take some accountability. Yes, Sinner should have never done that. I'm with you 100%. But Sinner got mad at you because you pulled the fuck shit that you do with everybody. I don't know why you don't understand that.
I mean, some of these people, I never thought Sinner would do that. It doesn't surprise me. Justin's a nasty one, always has been. See,
Criminal Med, try having 2 of them at that price. Thankfully, they have tons of scholarships. But Dayton's school is $75,000 a year. Phoenix's school is $85,000 a year. Thankfully, Dayton's down to $11,000 and Phoenix is at $25,000 thanks to scholarships and loans. Scholarships and educational scholarships and sports scholarships and the whole kit and caboodle. So thankfully, I push my kids to do really well in school and it pays off for college. You know, never really understood how getting straight A's at school is going to help you. Well, you get a lot of grants from college for it. I mean, literally, Dayton School went from $75,000 to we're only going to have to pay $11,000 a year. That's a huge difference. That's finishing college 4-year degree at under 50 grand, which is like unheard of these days. But that's because he's a straight A student. Plus, you know, he got tons of scholarships and grants and everything that he doesn't have to pay back. Same thing with Phoenix. Phoenix has $25,000 a year. That's it. And that's an $85,000 a year school.
Justin was one of the ones that put it out first. What, Froggy? He was talking about, wow. I don't know. I guess I got to stop believing people are something they're not. Thank you, Reality, for the gift. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you, Sarah. That's really cute. Poppy, did you just get here? I was in labor. I was shocked. I was like, in that I won't talk about things that bother me, but I know, Moon. I should have. Started happening. I think I talked it up, y'all. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Refrigerator. I got white chocolate macadamia nut and I got chocolate chip. Christian's been on a cook.
Cinnamon, that was a dig at Granny's watching. That's what that was. She was taking a dig at Granny, who still lives at home.
Cookie kick lately. Like, he likes those cookies from... That's a good thing. He likes those cookies from... He likes those cookies from McDonald's. You guys ever get them? McDonald's has really good.
It tastes... Yeah.
Brittney, you're pregnant. Stop eating fucking fast food. She has no nutritional value at all.
You have to eat them fast or they get hard.
He likes them when they're hot.
They're like so soft and the chocolate chips are so melted.
So what you want? You want the white chocolate macadamia nut?
Wait, macadamia?
Yeah. White chip.
Yeah.
Macadamia.
No, I do, Lacey. She lives at home.
These are the best.
What else do you got?
Chocolate chip.
Okay.
Well, here, put those back if you're not gonna.
I thought you.
So, oh, Bree McG, girl.
Like a nut type of
All spirit.
I annoy him all the time. You don't want. He still.
Are you fucking be glad that I'm not the person you are? I'm just gonna tell you that right now.
Who's gonna take care of this baby? That's what I'm confused about. Who is gonna take care of this baby? Craig's not. So what is she gonna do? The only protein she's ingested is Craig, because she eats fast food all the time. She eats like shit. Corn, it may be a craving, but it has no nutritional value. It's so fucking weird. But then she wonders why people on the internet don't care, because she doesn't care.
Oh my God. Just, Christian, just can you go in there for a second?
Lindsay, I was saying the dig that she did. That was the dig that she made. That's all I said.
Please, I'll do it. I just need a second, please. Give me 2 seconds and I'll help you, okay? I just need, no, baby, I'm fine. Just go in there for a minute, please. Please, I'm sorry. Just go in there. Just give me just 2 seconds. Because I just need a second to catch my breath. Somebody just made me upset. I'm okay. Whoo, Lord. This one, I'm going to count to 10. I'm okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have freaking... That really makes me mad. Oh, that really makes me mad. This is exactly why I didn't. This is exactly... So here's the...
But Brittney, also, let me give you some advice. Sheltering children does not make you a good parent. You know what makes you a good parent? Allowing your children to grow. Allowing your children to be who they want to be. Giving your kids rope that sometimes they may hang themselves, but they have to in order to grow. They have to in order to learn. Sheltering a child, keeping a rope around their neck, constantly hoarding over them, that doesn't make you a better parent. It makes you a worse parent. Kids need to grow. Kids need to make mistakes. Kids need to fuck up. That's how they learn. And honestly, I have 3 successful children with that theory. I know what I'm talking about. You have to let kids be who they're going to be. And you have to be by them and be on their side and root for them. But you can't shelter them. You can't keep them hidden. Thank you, Lindsay. Lana, I don't know why I just called you Lindsay. Thank you. And I just can't, I can't stress it enough. You just have to let children make their mistakes. I wouldn't be who I am if my parents sheltered me. And I had a great childhood, but I also learned from my mistakes, and I didn't make the same mistakes. Well, I made the same mistakes twice. Let's be real. I made lots of fucking mistakes. But you have to let kids fall on their face in order for them to learn how to stand up. I wouldn't be the strong bitch that I am if it wasn't for my father teaching me one valuable lesson: that nobody will ever love me as much as I love myself. And, I didn't understand that when I was young, but as I got older, he was right. If I loved myself and I cared about myself, then I would have faith in my children. And I didn't understand it until I had children. And I learned that my children are going to make mistakes. My children are going to fuck up. My children are going to fall on their face. But I have to be there to pick them up. And even if I see them making a mistake, I see them going down the wrong path, all I can do is guide them. I can't lock them up. I can't say, nope, you can't do this. You have to let your kids fall. You have to let them be their own. You can't teach them how to be like you or, shelter them like that. That's just not good. And if you do that with the third child and your other 2, you're going to end up with miserable fucking children. Yeah, be a role model. Don't try to shelter them. Have enough faith in your parenting. Have enough faith as a role model that they will turn around. My parents could not believe what a fuck up I was. They were like, how did this happen? But I turned out fine. In the back of my mind, I knew I was a fuck up. But because my parents believed in me, they knew that, okay, she keeps falling, but eventually she's going to get it. And I did. Eventually I did get it. Eventually I understood that my parents believed in me and they backed me. And even with my mistakes, they backed me. And I turned out fine. My brother turned out fine. Like, my kids turned out fine. My brother's kid turned out fine. So my mentality works, and you should adapt some of it, honestly. Sheltering your kids, not letting them grow, having control over them doesn't make good parenting.
The new rumor. All right. Come on, let's put those on real quick. Come on.
I have a little strategy I open stuff with.
All right, here. Put them in here on this.
Okay, give me a clip. Can't open it.
Sorry, y'all. That just really said, I'm good. I'm good. Ugh.
We're home baking some cookies.
I know, but I let myself.
Yeah, but in all fairness, Willow, her other kids weren't raised by her. Her other kids were raised by the grandmother. Her two now, they're so young, we don't know. Like, we don't... here's what we do know, okay? We do know that her 10-year-old has disgusting, fucked up teeth that she's never fixed. That's a problem. You're bringing another baby into this world. Fix the teeth of the one that you have. You know what I'm saying? Like, so much. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to go back on my word. But your other two, at least one of them, is you still haven't gotten his teeth fixed, but yet you're gonna have another baby. Come on.
Myself get worked up. I'm working on that. It's something I've been working on. Oh no. All right, here.
Just because you're pregnant doesn't mean you have to eat unalive.
All right, here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which one?
Yeah, but that chip will fuck you up. That's the point. You can't have a chip like that will ruin the tooth. It will ruin like forever. I didn't have trauma. You're one of the lucky ones, Laura. Growing up in trauma rewires who you may have been and the way you see life. But having said it, it makes you want better for your children. See, you want to know something, Midnight? I'll agree with that. And I've spoke about this before. My dad was heavily abused. He was sexually abused. He was mentally abused. He was financially abused. He grew up, my grandmother was awful to him. And when he met my mom, who was from the other side of the tracks, my dad was from the bad part of the Bronx. My mom was from the good part of Brooklyn. And they happened to meet. And my dad fell in love with my mom like the first time he met her. And my mom and her parents taught my dad how to be a better person and not let his childhood affect him. And that was my father's goal, was to be a successful man in life, which he was, and to give his children everything that he never had. And there were little things that came up when we would fight that you could tell that he had a fucked up childhood. But that was his whole goal, was to make sure that his children were more successful than him, which honestly, neither one of us were. But he wanted us, to have the best life possible because he never did. Does the Bronx have a good part? I don't know, but he was from a really bad part.
What do you mean?
7. 7's my lucky number.
We
you go.
do more than that.
More? You gonna eat them?
I like cookies.
It's already getting late, bud. I do too, Niecy. I still eat raw cookie dough. Well, I don't know if all right, that's enough. I don't know if companies have been getting sued or they're afraid of lawsuits, but
They made it edible.
yeah, every cookie dough that I've bought in the last year or more is get a Ziploc bag off. You know what I mean? That's not abnormal. But he's not in here now. Let me say that real quick. My son went back to his room. Do you see what I'm saying? Kristen coming in and saying what she.
Well, my brother was a 25-year New York City cop, but my dad was vice president of GE for many, many years. We never hit that level of success. My dad owned a multi-million-dollar business for years. We never had that level of success. So we just never surpassed him financially. But my brother's very happy. I'm very happy. I mean, I wish I had more money, but it is what it is.
Just said. That's also that's a narrative that they've started a month ago. Samantha Joy was also accusing me of lying about being pregnant. And do you see the audacity to come in here and say, you better not be lying about being pregnant? Like, who do you think you are, Kristen? What is wrong with you?
Brittney, a lot of people think you're lying. Just saying. I don't, but a lot of people do.
What is wrong with you? Why are you so obsessed? I just don't understand that. Oh, Angela, she just come in here and she said, I better not be lying about being pregnant and that I better not have a miscarriage and, or lie and say I had a miscarriage and that Craig needs to get a job. No need to, block her. She'll see herself out.
Okay, I will explain that, Brittney, because you lie so much that's the mentality that people have, and you can't blame them for that. That's what happens when you lie a lot. People are going to not trust you. People are going to assume that you're lying just as a grift. But if you never lied, people wouldn't doubt you. It's just the way it is.
I know Notorious Ash. Could you just, I mean, it won't matter what you say, Britt. They all have their own stories about you and your pregnancy and your kids and Craig. Wait, they already do. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to tell nobody. Samantha, and that's what lets me know Samantha is talking to these ex-mods because, she's accusing me of lying about being pregnant too. Now,
Brittney and the same people accuse me of lying about cancer. It's one of those things. Just get over it.
think about this. Samantha is telling me privately she don't believe I'm pregnant, that I'm lying about it. And then
I said I would, Tooth Wings. I said that this would be my last live about her. Now, I may go live about Craig, the loser, but I won't go live. I wouldn't stress her out like that. But we're going to hear what they think.
And she's going and telling other creators that I'm pregnant to out me to my subscribers to make them think I'm manipulative and a liar. Oh, Kristen, Kristen and I never even had a fight. I never did anything to Kristen. She just left and ended up being one of the worst ones to attack me.
No, she's not.
Like, Kristen and I didn't even have a fight. She just left. Oh, Kristen is, I can tell you right now, like, and I'm not going to. I come close just a second ago. No, I'll just say this. None of these people are perfect, and they all have issues. To be sitting here judging me so.
First of all, Kristen doesn't have issues. Leave Kristen alone. Kristen is a ninja mod. Leave her alone.
Hardcore. Kristen wanted the CNY family to do more live streams about me. Like, she begged for it. And she don't even have anything to tell about me. I gotta go eat the unhealthy hamburger helper that I just made. Congratulations. Thank you, Niecy. What kind did you make? That's Neil's favorite. Triggered, you've seen the baby bump. You've seen two. Let me get this right, because I'm not going to do this privately with her. I don't play.
Okay, BJ, no offense, but when you're morbidly obese like you are, picking out a baby bump would be hard. And I'm not saying that to be mean, but you're only 6 months pregnant. And you started out morbidly obese. So I'm actually shocked you gained any weight. I know people that were morbidly obese and got pregnant and they lost weight. So I hope you didn't blow up to 500 pounds, honestly, for the baby's sake.
That game. Samantha, you can go into every single chat and talk about me and lie on me and say that I'm a liar and a manipulator and I do all these bad things and that my mods are going to know me and see me for what I am. But I speak the truth about you, and then you're going to message me and threaten.
I said to Angela, I left a message for Angela on Angela's post the other day. I said, Angela, she needs to completely fucking ignore Sinner. She needs to ignore this 100%. So Angela says to me, now I know why your name is Perplexed, because it's very perplexing that you hate her, but now you give a shit. I said, no, I've been where she's at. She needs to ignore it, because all she's going to do is hurt herself and he's going to gain from it. If she completely ignores him, it'll end immediately. Sure enough, what has she done? The exact opposite. And what is happening? Exactly what I thought was going to happen. The haters are eating it up. Sinner's numbers are going up. And she's losing. I don't know why she doesn't listen. I really, truly don't.
Me that I will be held accountable. You can't hold somebody accountable for telling the truth, Samantha. Right. She's trying to fear monger and like she's going to take me to court.
I'm telling you, they're going to use this baby as an internet baby. She's going to make shorts of every single thing this baby does. I guarantee it. Fucking guarantee it.
Just like she's going to take Clue to court. Just like she's having nonsense served. Did he, Brenda Sue? I'm so sorry. No, nobody is. Nobody.
Exactly, Midnight. And you know why he didn't get shit from me? Because I ignored him. I did one live. he went on a rant. I completely ignored it, and it ended right then and there. He wasn't getting shit from me. He wasn't getting my subscribers. He wasn't getting in a battle with me, and it ended up making him look like an asshole. That's what I told Angela to tell her. Just ignore him, and nothing will grow from it. But she didn't listen. All right, so that's pretty much that on this. But I want to show you guys. A lot of people wondering, what the haters are gonna do. I'm gonna play some of it and show you. And I will say, again, I 100% agree with what B. Tim said. And I cannot even believe I'm saying that, but it's true. Damn, she's still alive?
On his birthday. No.
How the fuck is she still alive? Let me just find what B. Tim said. Oh. It was right after Clue left. Oh.
I just, I mean, like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go, and
I feel like we're just doing a baby review here, and I want to listen to her cry about the left.
Well, that's between her and her dog.
The only thing they did was they went after her because they used a kid, as per usual with the lemon.
Peace, get the fuck out of here. Just
That's my RSVP.
Oh, this is a new live? No, this is the same one in my history 5 hours ago. It's the same live.
well, how many months? Sorry, there must be a fire around here. Fire truck's going by.
I think it was after Rowena.
It's like I kind of
1 week where they were like very, like, touchy feely. Whatever. I don't care when she conceived this
Why
child.
did she slap the
goes to the baby. So if mom goes through withdrawals, has seizures, all those kind of things, guess what? The babies have seizures too.
Well, that's between her and her doctor.
I'm always hungry, Tony.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm seeing a lot in chat with medications.
Genuinely, she's just gonna be like, she's called me a drug user while
I'm saying it. People are giving out scenarios. I'm not saying this about BJ. I don't know what I don't know her dealio.
She's just a trap. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, she trusted the wrong people. She trusted the person named Pink Dagger. Not a great name to listen to, by the way, to trust that type of motherfucker. Especially with the backstabbing. And a guy named Lemon, who is known to go after children. Like, what did you think was going to happen?
Well,
He's right about that, though. Look at who you hang out with. What do you think was going to happen, Brittney? He's right, but that's not the part.
if it is what it is, she needs to turn it around and stop talking about him. End of story.
Well, what
Move on.
I mean, my only advice to her would be, and this is probably the best advice you're going to get, is just cover the whole Guthrie case.
He's right. He's right, though. And they're telling her the same thing I did. Fucking ignore him.
Cover true crime and don't talk about it. And just ignore it. That's all. That's what you should have done 2 years ago. You should not have signed an injunction with that night and done all this stupid stuff. And you should also, you said don't trust anyone. Well, I'm glad it took you over 300 people to figure that out. It only took me one. sorry that it took you so long. But you're telling people, in the chats and stuff like this about that. And the truth of the matter is you shouldn't. I don't know. I just don't care. I know what's up. Believe me. She was doing CDs and running and giving and give, send, go filings, ROs because of, big news I've ever heard. The biggest shocking news is that these fucking weirdos decided, you know what, this was going to be my big out of the secret of BJ, that she's pregnant. Shocker. Next, you're going to tell me she eats 5,000 calories a day.
All right, I think this is it.
Okay, I'm not shocked. I'm sorry. It's just not a shocking situation. And I just don't, you know what I mean? It's not something I really think, it's a big, I don't think of it as like a gigantic deal. I don't think it's earth shattering to find out. If she was like a 60-year-old woman, I'd be like, whoa, that'd be a little bit of a different story. I'd be like, how does that happen? But I'm not really shocked. But he's a weirdo. He thought this was a great idea. Narco Cheese, being weird as he was, said, oh, she's pregnant. And all these other people are being weird. I don't know. It's just I don't care. Oh, yeah. Remember when Craig said you're going to tell them? Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. Jesus. Yeah. I remember.
Private things about your kid. Narcos using this as a weapon. All I see, I'm not sociopathic. I just, I've never called
Hardcore.
She's fucked up.
And does that make sense? On. What is happening?
we don't have
Too far along the fly. Fucking tore me.
ago. I don't, the screen sniping me. She can't even, and I'm sorry I didn't. What is going to This is
Oh my God.
oh my Lord.
Oh my
My son
God.
just this is but June and the
It was funny. You had no problem letting that same man or person talk about you and basically kiss your feet. But he posted that picture.
oh queen. I wonder how Queen
Children from crashing into something.
Oh, buddy.
I can't find it.
he for sure.
Savages.
Hold on, Tiff.
My you wrong with y'all. That's what I heard.
Kids. That's a lot.
No.
Dude, stupid as the day is long. Living.
I don't hear anyone else speaking.
People, there are lots. I don't know who this is.
Laughing, so I wanted to come up for a few minutes.
Throwing shit person. If I found out I was pregnant.
He said to himself, I don't want Craig to leave me because of this Rico. So I think that
Yeah.
let's play. I need to hear this.
That Queen was going to and blocking people. And as soon as why would I come out here and
Gonna fucking give birth, you were just gonna,
to go around? I didn't rob this opportunity.
I've heard her genuine.
Pregnancy and everything. They're not going to take that, then it can be reviewed. No, let's have.
By the way, Shady, you said you didn't care about the mod wrench, but apparently you did, and now you're up in arms about it. At the end of the day, the only thing they did was they went after her because they used a kid. As per usual with the lemon, he has to go after someone's children. The kid can't even be born yet, and now he goes after the child.
What?
That's it. This is it. This was his little rant. And I agree with him.
Wow.
Like he's going after the kid.
All right.
But the kid's even more.
That's true. But another
Wow.
thing is, it's like, I kind of wonder, your youngest is 10. That's the longest stretch you've not had a heartbeat in your uterus in your whole life. And you prevented it for a while.
When they were both in bed.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
I took that out of my mind. But anyway,
Jesus Christ.
that's all I want to say. So, yes, you can be on maintenance medication.
Jesus Christ.
That's all I want to say. I'm seeing a lot in chat.
Talking about that, and she's gonna cry about it and all this stuff. Like, really, you shouldn't just give any advice to them. Like, I'm just telling you now, do not give any advice to people like that, because they're just gonna. She's not gonna take it genuinely. She's just gonna be like, she's called me a drug user while
I'm saying it. People are giving out scenarios. I'm not saying this about BJ. I don't know I don't know her dealio. Don't know, don't care. It is what it is. I'm saying that I'm correcting medical misinformation on the internet about pregnancy and medications across the board.
Talking about her kid for her unborn child constantly. It's like, I don't want to be that.
Well, everybody's been telling her for the longest.
What did you think was gonna happen?
Well, if it is what it is, she needs to turn it around and stop talking about him. End of story.
Well,
Move on.
I mean, my only advice to her would be, and this is probably the best advice you're going to get, is
Karma got my Bucky's beef jerky off the counter earlier. Well, one of them. And Winston happened to grab one of them. Oh my God. He would not let anybody near it. It was so funny. You would think he was like an attack dog. He was like, ah! It was fucking hysterical. So now his farts stink. I told her, I said, dude, what's up with your farts? So yeah, that, I'll have to play Queen Bees tomorrow. Because like I said, it's fucking impossible to find it while she's still live. And we all know she goes live like 1,000,000 hours a day. But it really was a good speech if you didn't hear it. To what? TMI on the dog? Don't be picking on my dog's poops. No, he does. He fucking stinks. So, all right. I'm going to get off, though. So your sound's fucked up. What did Tim say that you agreed with? I can't find it now. She's still live and Queen Bee strikes. So I gotta be careful with playing her because she's a striker. So I gotta find it afterwards. But he just went on a rant, and he's right though. But you lay with dogs and, you lay with pigs and you're gonna get dirty. And that's who Brittney laid with. And she got burned. Here's the thing. Watch the way people treat you when they leave you or when you leave them. Because no matter what, that's how they're going to treat you. Oh, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Watch how someone else treats someone when they leave, because that's what they're going to do to you, you know, if they can. I've had mods that completely turned on me and, you know, ran rumors. And then I've had other people that never said a word. I still have some mods I haven't seen in months. I don't even know if they're dead. I finally just removed wrenches because I haven't seen them in forever. But I don't know what happened to them, but they're not running around running their mouth about me. You know, they're not out there like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. They're not saying a word. So, it happens. But yeah, the way someone treats you when they leave someone else is how they're going to be. If someone's, like, if you couldn't see how Sinner was going to treat you with a fallout, how do you think he treated everyone else with a fallout? And let me just say this. I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. Brittney has so many ex-mods because she mods everybody. If you give her $5, she mods you. She just does. That's why she has a lot of ex-mods. But think about it. Let's say she had 300 ex-mods and only 10 of them are running their mouth. She's got a pretty good history there. Because out of 300, only 10 or 20 are speaking. That's a really small percentage. So I don't know why everybody's all in an uproar. You know, like, oh my God. Yeah, no, I have a lot of crazy ex-mods, Tony. My numbers suck because of ex-mods who outed it. So believe me, there's more than one. And even like going back a couple of years, I have ex-mods that fucking hated me. But sometimes they come around. And sometimes they don't. Yeah, BJ has confirmed she's pregnant. 6 months. She's due in May. We don't know when in May, though. But I'm telling you, this baby's going to be an internet baby, guaranteed. This baby's going to be looked at as money. And I hope I'm wrong, but that's how I see it. But in all fairness, I think to myself, if I had a baby tomorrow, would I put him on the internet? Probably. I probably would. Not because I'm trying to make money, but I'm a creator. And that's what we do. So it wouldn't surprise me. I wouldn't fault her for it, depending on how she did it. But that's how I think she's looking at this kid. I don't know. I just do. Like, Craig's not preparing for this baby. Craig's not out getting a job and worried about how they're going to feed 3 kids. Craig's not thinking about it. So I'm sorry. I think they just assume that they're going to have a big channel based on this baby, and they're going to show every milestone of this baby, and they're going to show the baby crawling, and she thinks she's going to be like these rich people. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. I hope there's nothing wrong with this baby either. Exactly. I wouldn't be eating processed foods. No, he doesn't work. He's a total loser. Like an absolute fucking loser. She, like, even with her being hysterical crying, why aren't you in there comforting her? Why aren't you in there saying, like, you know, guys, look at what you did to her. Look at whatever. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, Tony. We'll slowly climb. If I'm 70, trying to get to 100,000, we're going to get there. The only thing that's going to stop me is if I'm dead. Yeah, he's not even preparing to work. But she's 6 months pregnant. Get on the microphone, say, leave my fucking wife alone. Leave my fucking, my girlfriend alone. She is 6 months pregnant. You fucked with her long enough. Like, be a man. Take over, do something. Not one peep out of him. So was she crying for sympathy? Was it all about sympathy? So we had wobbly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like the electricity broke and he had her go check the electricity. You're pregnant, 6 months pregnant, and you didn't have water for a week? Brittney, where'd you get water from? You're pregnant. How do you not have water for a week? Fucking crazy. But that's probably why she wanted the hotel room. That's probably why she said she had to have the hotel room. Well, yeah, if you're pregnant, it shouldn't even be a question. He does nothing. And that's the thing. Even if he was a total loser, but stuck up for her or did shit to her, not to her, for her, I would give him leeway. But knowing now that she's 6 months pregnant and he can't even fucking stick up for her, it's like, and then you're making threats to Julie? Like, what the fuck, dude? I guess Julie's not my friend anymore. She hasn't been in here. Julie, you're not my friend anymore. I guess someone told her, stay away from me. Stay away from that, Laura. They'll see a dish on a table and flip their lid. She ain't ready for it. It's funny that you say that. Sage sent me something that I posted years ago in 2018, and it was pretty funny. I'll show you. Hold on. I wrote to Sage, I said, do my parents realize I could be out doing drugs and being a hoe? But nope, I'm terrible because I leave cups in my room. I said, that's right. I thought it was funny. I posted that in 2018. No, I don't think. I like you. You're funny. Oh, Island, you're the one that told her to come over. No, I think your friend Julie is on now. Oh, is she? No, she hasn't been in a couple of days. I was like, Julie, I thought you were my new friend. She's live right now? What's her channel? I don't even know her channel. I'm not a very good friend. This community does need more laughter. That's true too, Cinnamon. That could have something to do with her pregnancy. I told her, I know she was in here for a couple of times and then I haven't seen her in like 4 days. And I was telling everybody, she's my new friend. I was like, my new friend, Julie. But she hasn't been in. So I figured somebody told her, stay away from Laura. You know, because that happens often. No, she's not live. I gotta subscribe. Maybe she don't like me anymore. No, I don't know. She been bit. No, I've seen her in other people's lives. Not an excuse. Ballerina Farms, what's up? All right, I'm gonna get off. I'm tired. Oh, of course I'm hungry because I'm always fucking hungry. But I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. Thank you guys for the super chats, even though we're so far away from goal. Thank you, guys, for the super chats. And I got to work on the website because I still have Valentine's Day up and I got to change that ASAP. But we got new 45 pounds of wax today, so we're ready to go. And oh, I got the laundry soap base, so we're going to see how it is. I got to mix some scent in it. But yeah, I've never made laundry soap before. It's going to be a first, but I'm going to make it better than Tide. So I'll let you guys know how it goes and if I decide to sell it or not. I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Peace out. And let's go after Craig. Let's have fun going after Craig. All right? All right. I will see you guys later. Thank you guys much. Don't forget energycandles.com, ENERGIE candles.com. Look for an update by the end of the week. The website will be updated, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.